And I was just complaining to Paul, like, how do I follow these amazing presenters today? So thank you very much for putting all the pressure on me. First time in London, and I have to share a fascinating story. In my comatose state of flying in this morning from New York, fired up Grindr and Scruff. I figured, let's take a look what's going on. My God, you guys are adventurous. I've had requests for sexual acts I've never heard of. And I was just like fascinated by it. And then I was like scrolling through the messages. I'm like, one message came to me. I don't have enough lube for the week. So let's see what ends up happening.
We can have a whip round later.
We'll work on it. Real briefly, thank you. I'm so honored, so grateful to be here, and thank you all for being here. Is He Here Yet was born out of a 69-day relationship. I am not lying, and the irony of the number, it does not escape me. And for me, being a successful psychologist and life coach, after this breakup, I was devastated, and I was like, there's no gay dating relationship books out there. So I decided I was going to write it, and it ended up being something so much more. It ended up being how to be the best version of yourself you can be, and let's see what shows up then, right? Instead of calling in the one or manifesting the one, which is like a big buzzword in my community these days. So I'm going to read to you from chapter 9, which is the chapter you actually start dating in the book. And my favorite story, Mr. Bathroom Fellatio. So, chapter 9, you on a date. I remember when I first thought I was ready to date, I dove in with full force. I thought I was ready and over my ex. I had been doing the work with my coach. I thought I had done the work I had outlined in the previous chapters. It was time. What ended up happening was one disastrous first date after another. You've heard some of the stories, but I think it's time to share the worst first date in human history. I met this guy on Scruff, shocker, and made plans for a date, not just for meaningless sex, another shocker, and this was what he presented as we chatted. He asked me to meet him at a local bar. When I got there, he was not. I waited around for 30 minutes and called him. He was getting his haircut about 2 miles away. And he asked me to meet him there. However, he didn't give me an exact address, and it took another 30 minutes to get there and find the place. We finally met, and he planted a kiss on me, which I thought, good sign. And we walked to the local bar. He ordered drinks for us and went to the bathroom because he wasn't happy with his haircut and wanted to fix it in the mirror. I waited around for another 7 minutes, and he came back with a friend. When he tried to introduce me to his friend, he stumbled when trying to remember his name. Hello, red flag. Come to find out, he had just received fellatio from this dude he had met in the bathroom. The dude was waiting for his drug dealer to bring him some cocaine, which my date seemed very interested in receiving. I chugged my drink and left after a few other embarrassing moments that I can't fathom disclosing in public. However, later at the bar, I might. Looking back, I see I was still in the space of needing to be in a relationship versus wanting to be in a relationship. Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better, and this was definitely worse. The universe conspires in my favor and gives me one learning experience after another. I will continue to have this experience presented to me until I learn the lesson. When we are in a space of not getting clear of what we want, we will attract disasters like Mr. Bathroom Fellatio. I'll share a few more lessons from this disaster of a first date. You meet someone by whatever medium, set up that first date, and here come the obsessive thoughts, which no one in the room will relate to. You have planned your wedding before you even met. While you are on the first date, you jump to thoughts of what the future holds, and will he kiss you, or will you have coitus, or any number of anxiety-producing thoughts that knock you out of the present moment and stop you from being fully in the experience. You have met, fallen in love, had children, bought a house, and gotten divorced before you even arrive at that first date. So, you on a date, what's the first thing you need to do? Remember one thing, you have nothing to lose. Unless you have an experience that I had where this dude and I went out to dinner, agreed to split the check, and his credit card got declined and I lost $30. You're just two people getting to know each other. Be present, be in the moment, be open to the learning experience, because in one way or another, this date has presented itself for a reason, and that reason is for you to learn. I'm sorry, I'm very psychological with this, right? Remember, every relationship is an assignment, so just ask yourself, what's the curriculum here? Think of it as a job interview for the person whom you are on a date with. This person is applying for a position in your life, insert missionary position joke here. Instead of taking the stance of, oh my God, is he gonna want me? Is it gonna work out? Think to yourself, you are essentially interviewing someone to be a part of your life in some capacity. No pressure now, right? That capacity can be a friend or a romantic partner, or even an amazing learning experience. I also suggest that you know what you want for this position before you agree on this date. If you don't know the job qualifications for the position, you will just get anyone who is willing to apply, not necessarily the right person for the job. Each interaction with this person tells you if this is a right fit for your company, figuratively speaking, of course. Having this mentality will allow for the pressure to come right off and allow you to be more present when you are on the date. You could even go as far as to have verbal warnings, write-ups, but don't actually give it to them. As an older gay man, sometimes I would go on dates with eligible dudes only because they were okay with me being an older man and were moderately attractive. I don't know if anyone in the room can relate. And those of you who are laughing too. Of course, I got the disasters or learning experiences that I got. I was not screening and interviewing based on job qualifications, but on the basis that they wanted to be with me. Address your stigmas before entering into the dating pool, folks. Get to know who this person is before making them your future ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. Your feelings can be a gauge on how this person fits your needs. I am not referring to, it's hard reading from a book, the anxiety-producing thoughts of what will happen. I am referring to, I should be wearing my glasses. I am referring to being present to how you feel around this person. I have had dates where I couldn't get a word in edgewise. Anybody relate? I have had dates where I felt I needed to be someone other than I was due to fear, whether caused by my ego mind or something the other person was doing or saying. And I have also had first dates where I felt I could be authentically me and can talk about all my loves and hobbies, feel that I am heard, and reciprocate that sentiment when my date is talking. This is my goal for relationships, to be in a loving and mutually reciprocal relationship. Thank you very much.
Tony, everyone! Thank you, Tony. Now, last but by no means least, Karen MacLeod is the author of the best-selling novel In Search of the Missing Eyelash, and writer in this... Oh, not again!
Poetry! You never give me a platform.
I told you you weren't welcome here tonight, Barbara.
No, Paul, you know you've got a hat on, but you're still the patriarchy. He's trying to silence me for years. And I know you need my womb words, don't you? Good evening, ladies and non-ladies. My name is Barbara Brownskirt, poet of the South London people, and poet in residence at the 197 bus stop on Croydon Road in Penge. To date, the publishers are all ignoring me, but not for long. Right, I've got 102 poems to read out. I have written 22 volumes. I'm going to start tonight with a religious poem from volume 11, Furry Purses. In the beginning, there was the Word, and it was Judy. Judy, 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 Dench. 10 hours I stood there. You walked past me on the red carpet. I was on the pavement, not red, but grey. I watched you go by with yet another sigh. Judy, 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 Dench. Your smile and crinkly, twinkly eyes, your little hairstyle, high on your head, sexy grandma. To me, you were wife material. Denchy, 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 Judy. How you make me want to clenchy, and I would like to travel my hand over your wobbly belly to cup the young Denchy, thirsty, drenchy, a cup full of Dench, quenched, time all spent. Judy, 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 Judy,